Hey guys, welcome to the Kite Wing Academy. It's a tutorial here about setting up your kite in lovely La Ventana. We're currently at La Tuna Beach. We're waiting for wind to come in, but we wanted to give you guys a heads up on how to set up your kites here for doing a downwind rig before the beach fills up with people. So before anything else happens, let's just get started. We know that we have the north wind coming today, as always, in the wintertime here in Mexico, in La Ventana. So we're going to take our kite out of the bag, put our leading edge into the wind. Remember your leading edge always into the wind, just like so. Leave both sides of the kite rolled up so that way it acts as a little bit of weight to hold it down. Typically you're going to be setting your kite up in the breeze, but again, I mentioned we're out here a little bit early so we have access to the beach. First thing we're going to do is attach our pump leash to our leading edge. Every kite has one. Go ahead and hook that in right there. Next, we're going to move on to our inflate. Make sure we don't have any sand inside of our hose. Lock in our inflate. And away we go. Make sure to pull your line tight, make sure your hose is connected, and start inflating. We're going to inflate this kite to 8 psi is what they recommend. Hold your kite to the ground, undo your leash, remove your hose, put in your cap, set your pump on the ground, pick up your kite from the leading edge at the center strut and hold it under your arm. Look for a nice clean area to rotate your kite over. Put one hand on the outside, one hand on the inside. Put your wingtip down, rotate over. Making sure we have the leading edge and center strut into the wind direction. We recommend rigging downwind, especially for beginners. That way it's easy to orientate your lines before you hook them up to your kite. So we know the wind's coming from the north at this particular location, so we're going to run our lines due south right along the beach here. Get all 4 lines to be coming off in the same rung. And put your back to the wind, lay your lines at your center strut, and gently take your lines off the bar, leaving enough slack on the ground so that way when you get to the end, your lines are still up here. Now that we have our lines fully extended, we want to make sure to put our red side of our bar on the right. And in this case, for this brand, it's going to be the yellow. Technically, the bar is upside down. Place each line in between each finger and slowly start making your way towards your kite. Make sure to keep your red on your right, your white on your left, and smooth out the lines. Now that we've got all 4 lines separated, we're going to lay them down where they go. Our outside right line goes to our wingtip. Our inside right line goes to our bridle line. Same with the left for the left side. And the outside line on our left goes to the other wingtip. So here we have our red line attached to our red line on our kite. We're going to take our loop here, push through the thicker bit of material to make one loop out on the other side. This particular brand wants us to put our knot on our loop on our second knot rather. Slide that over, put that above the knot, cinch down. Don't be shy here and go ahead and give it a tug. As you can see, we are red to red with this brand. So we can see here on the center lines, our center lines has the knot and now the kite has the loop. That's going to prevent us from mixing up our lines from our steering to our centers. You won't be able to attach your center line to your wingtip because you don't have the loop. So now that we're here, we have all of our lines connected. Before we go ahead and hook up and move ourselves to the wind, let's just do one final check to make sure all of our lines are correct by just simply moving out our steering line on our right side, making sure nothing's tangled. Same with the other side, tracing it back, making sure it's not tangled. Same for the center too, just like that. Perfect. Now we're going to connect our safety leash to our safety line on our bar, metal to metal, just like so. Now we're going to do our chicken loop to our spreader bar. Make sure that the chicken finger goes through the spreader bar and under the loop. Give it a tug, good to go. Now once we're hooked in, we're just going to move our lines to the crosswind position, getting ready to launch. crosswind. Go ahead and double check your lines, make sure everything's good. And when you're ready, give your assistant the thumbs up and enjoy.